Hello there. Weather fronts moving from west to east over the next few days keep things relatively unsettled, unfortunately, as low pressure anchors itself to the northwest of the UK. You can see plenty of shower cloud on the satellite picture. It'll be a weather front that's moving its way across the Low Countries, through Germany, down into the Alps and across the south of France as well. Plenty of showers and windy with it following on behind. Now to the east of that, it's largely fine and quiet, and certainly quieter than it has been, picking a few showers just moving their way through Turkey, but mainland Greece, the Balkans and for the bulk of Italy, fine and settled. There's that wet weather through the Alps and into the south of France. A quieter spell of weather on Tuesday, but not for long through Spain and Portugal as this system makes its presence felt, and that's going to bring some heavy rain and some gale force winds across the UK. Cloudy with some showers as well into Scandinavia. So a pretty unsettled story as we move into Wednesday from the west, but ahead of it, a quieter spell with some sunshine coming through and just a few scattered showers. Let's take a look at the city forecast, see what's in prospect for the rest of the week. It stays pretty unsettled across London and Paris as we head towards the weekend. Best of the sunshine perhaps into Rome and generally through that Mediterranean. Now elsewhere it looks as though it stays cold with the threat of some snow into parts of Moscow. Hello there. A forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly. But first of all, let's take a look at the satellite picture for Asia, and you can see it's picking up quite significant shower cloud across Malaysia and Indonesia. By contrast, not that much in the way of cloud across China. There's a large area of high pressure keeping things very dry and sunny, but pretty cold now. The exception is through Japan, where we've got strong winds and significant snow. Weather warnings remain in force here. Temperatures in Beijing struggling to climb above freezing, and even for Shanghai and Hong Kong, those temperatures are below par for the time of year. Here's those sharper showers though through Malaysia and Indonesia. City forecasts show a small improvement in the feel of things in Beijing, but at least we keep the blue sky and the sunshine. Now let's move to the southwest Pacific. There are a couple of storms at the moment, cyclones, which are threatening close to Tonga and Fiji, but it doesn't look likely to make landfall, just some rough seas here. At the same time, across the Queensland coast, we've got some very heavy rain, high spring tides. That is going to just exacerbate the flooding situation, and there's little respite to come over the next few days. Finally, for New Zealand, by complete contrast, blue sky and sunshine, a relatively quiet story over the next few days. So let's take a look at the city forecast, see what to expect. Sydney stays pretty unsettled with plenty of showers, some of them heavy and thundery. Hello there. Heavy rainfall expected across southern Brazil over the next few days. If we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see that area of cloud here. Also, we're expecting some significant snowfall across the southern portion of the Andes as well. So this is the story then for Monday. That rain across Uruguay, southern Brazil, also into Paraguay, and we'll see some heavier showers further north and west. So let's take a look at that in a little more detail. Not looking too bad across parts of Venezuela and Colombia. The showers not as extensive as they can be at this time of year. We'll see some heavier rain perhaps across western Brazil, down into Paraguay, southern Brazil and Uruguay. Northern Argentina and Chile, fine and sunny, but not quite as warm as it should be for the time of year. We'll see some snowfall, as I say, across the southern Andes. So this is the story over the next few days. Heat set to return in Buenos Aires back into the high 20s as we go towards the weekend. Dry and settled for Rio de Janeiro, really from Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll see a few sharp showers across Mexico, but largely fine. A few showers into Yucatan Peninsula, but generally Central America, along with the Caribbean, quite dry and settled as we tend to see at this time of year. It's looking quite pleasant, in fact. And our city forecasts reflect this. Good deal of dry, fine weather with temperatures into the low 30s. Take care. Hello there. Forecast for the Middle East coming up shortly, but we'll start off in Africa, where it is a relatively quiet weather story at the moment. You can see weather fronts just on the satellite picture moving their way through Spain, which will bring some showers across the far northwest of Africa over the next few days. But elsewhere, there's a good deal of dry, fine weather into the north. Our seasonal rains easing now through the Gulf of Guinea. They're slipping a little bit further south. In actual fact, the heaviest of the rain looks likely to be across the far southeast of Africa. Not too bad though across Cape Town, 23 degrees the expected high, and it looks likely that we'll continue to see some dry and some warm weather going throughout the week. Now, elsewhere across North Africa, yes, we could still run the risk of a few isolated showers into Casablanca through the middle part of the week, but it's an improving picture as we head into the weekend as well. Let's move to the Middle East now, where, yes, we've got some showers moving their way through Turkey, and they'll be pushing their way eastwards across the Levant as well. Elsewhere, it's a fine, settled story with just a light breeze, so temperatures should peak into the mid to high 20s in places. So a pleasant story, and generally not much change as we go through the week ahead. So let's take a look at the city forecast. You can see that sunshine continuing. A few showers into Kuwait through the middle part of the week, though. Take care. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast then for South Asia. If we start off with a satellite picture, it's already starting to show the threat of some shower cloud across parts of Sri Lanka. This more translucent white here, well, that's potentially fog, and that happens at this time of year. And with very stagnant light winds, there's not that much that can shift that fog as well. A few scattered showers through the interior too. Those sharper showers, well, few and far between through Sri Lanka by the middle of the afternoon. Let's take a look at Central Asia. It's all about the cold weather here, particularly across Kazakhstan. As you can see, temperatures in Nur Sultan at around -13 as a daytime maximum. Not much change actually over the next few days. Some of that cold air pushes that a little bit further south, and in actual fact, it moves its way down into Afghanistan and Pakistan as well. Now back into India. A good deal of dry, settled weather. Temperatures generally picking up into the high 20s, low 30s. Some of that fog could linger across the far north, with a few scattered showers still threatening as well. This is the city forecast for the next few days. Showers very hit and miss in Colombo, which is certainly welcome news. Some of them could still be heavy and thundery, mind you, but the temperatures really struggling in Kazakhstan, staying well below freezing with a lot of cloud around as well. Hello there. A colder spell of weather across North America over the next few days, with a strong nor'easter, particularly across that eastern seaboard. And you can see that plunge of cold air pretty much right across North America, with the exception being the Carolinas down into Florida. So we're seeing our first signs of that low pressure easing away during Monday. It's brought some significant snow across the Appalachians into Pennsylvania and upstate New York. Behind it, a good deal of quieter weather, still a few scattered showers into the Rockies, but it'll all be about the feel of the weather over the next few days, and that is going to be the talking point. Now, across that west coast, it's a little drier and quieter. There's a threat of a weather front pushing in later on in the week, but generally on Monday we will see a few scattered showers, but a good dry spell with some sunshine coming through. Showers continuing across the Rockies. So this is the story then over the next few days. Once that weather front comes through from the Pacific Northwest, there'll be some rain for Vancouver and also into Seattle. Across the eastern seaboard, well, that heavy rain will ease away. There'll be some snow for a time. Behind it, much colder air starting to really dig in over the next few days. Nashville, Tennessee, down into Atlanta, Georgia, Carolinas, Florida, fine, settled and sunny. But if we look at the city forecast, you can see that drop in temperature with some significant snow expected into New York as we move towards Wednesday.